explanation of what we elaborate here in this cooperative. And first of all, I would love to explain you a little bit about this plant. Have you ever seen this plant before?
Yes.
Yes? Do you know the name?
No.
Cactus. No? Cactus?
Agave.
Agave. Yes. Agave, it's one of the most important species in Teotihuacan, though this plant right here is named maguey. Okay? Maguey is the plant that helped Teotihuacanos to survive 2,000 years ago. Can you imagine surviving out of this plant? Well, we can do it, but to be able to use the plant, we have to make sure that agave maguey has 8 years. At this age, it's going to be mature, but it has not bloomed. If the plant starts to bloom, there's going to be a huge flower coming out from the center. In this flower, it's going to start to kill the plant. I know. We're not going to let this happen, okay? Because we want to use the plants before it dies. So whenever agave maguey has 8 years, what we are going to do is take out the centerpiece, the heart of the agave. Okay? Whenever we take it out, we're gonna leave a small hole on the center of the plant. This hole is the one we're gonna start to carve each morning. So we're rubbing on the center of the agave. And once we're doing this, we're making the plant cry. I know, it sounds sad, but I promise everything's gonna be fine. Okay? It cries because now all the juice it has on the leaf is gonna shrink into the inside where we left the little hole. There, it's gonna collect its nectar. Its nectar, it's named honey water, and the plant will produce us 4 liters daily. Can you imagine? Wow. It's like a cow producing milk. Okay? So every time it stops producing the drink, we would take it out from the plant and put it into little barrels of wood. There, we're gonna leave it just 1 day. And right after 1 day of fermentation, it has become our first alcoholic drink in Mexico. It's named pulque. Have you heard of pulque before?
Yes.
Yes? Have you tried it? No? Nobody has had pulque?
No.
Don't worry. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Happy hour time, right? We're gonna try some pulque. Now, before trying pulque, I wanna say something. Pulque has a low level of alcohol. It only has 5% of alcohol per liter. So it's really smooth. But pulque is a drink that we drink in Teotihuacan because it helps us fight gastro-elimination disorders. For example, gastritis, okay? But if we drink too much pulque, then it's gonna become our Mexicans' Viagra drink. Filipinos, you're gonna thank me later. That's why we have too much overpopulation in Mexico. Okay, but before trying to drink, I want to show you. This is the heart of the plant, meyolote, the piece we took out from the center to produce our pulque. Now, here we can see that every leaf has a really sharp point. You see? This was used back days as a weapon to go fishing, hunting. We can use it for piercings or tattoos. Even women use it to be able to make their husbands behave. It's sad because nowadays we can't use it anymore. But like here, I'm gonna take out the little thorns it has on the sides. We're not gonna use this. So I'm gonna grab a little bit from the side and start to peel them off. I'm gonna do this on both sides of the agave. Okay? There we go. Now I'm gonna take out one layer. Look, every layer or every leaf has a sharp point. You see? Ladies, if they hide one from you, you already had the other one. You see? Now look, here, I'm gonna grab a little bit from the side and I'm gonna start to peel off the skin of the agave. This is named michote. It's a first plastic wax paper used in Teotihuacan. Feel the texture. You see? First plastic. There we go. Now we have two. The one on the inside and then I have the other one in the outer side. Can you see? Under this papiro, we're gonna find a natural soap. Can you see? This soap was used to be able to wash our clothing, take some showers, bath. I mean, this plant is wonderful. If you let this soap dry out, it's gonna become sticky. So now you have soap and glue from the plant. Okay? Now look, here I'm gonna start to pinch a little bit from the side and pull. You see this here? Natural fiber, yes, to be able to make our clothing. Ponchos, sarapes, tablecloths, we can do it all from here. Can you see?
Lots of uses.
Yes, lots of uses. So now we have a Mexican's Viagra. We have soap. We have an arrowhead. We got some fiber and we got some natural plastic paper, right?
With one plant only, huh?
Yes, but let me show you something else. Right here, I'm gonna grab my tool. This tool is named cucara. This is the tool we use to be able to carve into the inside of the agave. But right here, I'm gonna use it to be able to make a small cut on the side of the plant. I gotta be really careful because I'm only gonna cut on the sides. You see? Now that I did this, I'm gonna grab the sharp points and start to peel it off from the plant. So now, we have a natural needle ready to be used. You see? Quite smart. There we go. Don't poke nobody, okay? Do you have any questions? No? Questions?
So how long?
Starting without us. Is that the plant that you're talking about?
Yes, this one here. This is the agave maguey.
So how old is this?
This one, it's approximately 6 to 7 years.
Because the one that big flower.
That's the flower, and if you can see on the bottom, it's already dying. So we gotta use that one for our Viagra.
That's ready to be had.
Okay.
That's for
Well,
the Christmas tree too.
No, the pole there is the one to be.
pardon me? No. What happens is that in Teotihuacan we have lots of agave and we use them all around. Here, guys, we are a cooperative. There is more than 100 families working in here. So all clothing you're gonna see, these are artisanal work that we're gonna find inside. Now, I want to change a little bit of topic. Let's go to the other side and check a little bit about the stones. Okay, so let's go learn about the stones that we have in Teotihuacan. Come on.
You said also make a sugar too.
Oh, that's the syrup of maguey. Yes.
So how long does it take for the plant to mature?
8 years.
8 years. Is there anything that's like a natural?
So there's a lot of uses of these agave plants, maguey, not only for tequila but for clothing
Okay. Come on,
and
come
also
here.
for medicinal purposes.
Here we go. What about if this group comes to the shade right here? Come here, please.
No, we're fine here.
You're okay here?
Yeah.
So we can all gather up in here. Do you recognize any of the stones we have in this area?
Rocks.
Yes. Quartz,
Shells, of course.
shells,
Obsidian.
obsidian.
Yes.
Okay.
Quartz crystals.
Yes.
Do you have an arrowhead here or a...
Yes. Quartz, yes. Okay, let me explain to you. All of the stones we have in here, let's just open up a little bit so the rest can be able to see. Okay, there we go. Can you see now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so all of the stones I have in here, these are semi-precious stones that you can find all over Mexico. Okay, these are stones that Teotihuacanos had to go get from other places and bring them to this area to be able to use them for their survival. Remember that Teotihuacanos were here approximately 2,000 years ago. The only thing that they would find is nature. So they had to survive out of nature, right? And this is where the stones come in. As you can see, Teotihuacanos started to use this to be able to make arrowheads, knives, hatchets. I mean, there were different kind of weapons they started to create to be able to survive back days. Nowadays, what we're doing with the stone, it's not only using them for jewelry, but we're also using the stone as therapy stones. For example, obsidian, the hot stone that they use in the spa. Have you seen it before? Okay, so these stones, what they have, it's a really hard vibration of energy. This vibration is the one that we use nowadays to be able to cure and protect, okay? Now, there is some reason why Teotihuacanos started using this. and it's for the same reason of their vibration they have. This energy is the one that we would use to be able to cure and protect. For example, many people will tell us, carry a small stone of jade in your pocket, right? Or a small pendle, or some earrings made out of jade. Why? Because we know that jade, it's a stone that will help us to cure and be able to help us to, or for health, okay? So this is a really popular stone. Now, obsidian is the most important one in my culture. Teotihuacanos use this not only as a weapon, but they can use this for migraña. They can use this to transmute bad energy into positive. Or if there's some pregnant woman, this is gonna help them for the baby. In case they can't have no baby, this is gonna help them have a baby. Can you imagine? So imagine how powerful this energy can help us. Nowadays, it's proven. Have you ever heard about the Iri stone or Yoni stones? No?
Little ones, yeah.
You heard about it once? These are little stones or little ovals that we made out of the stones, and we use them to be able to cure and protect the woman. If they have infections or myomas, it's going to help them take that away, and that's the one that's going to help them have a baby. Yeah, so it's proven. Yes? How do we use the stones? Well, first of all, we have to clean the stone to be able to use it for protection. Okay? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little base and we're gonna add some water, and then we're gonna add some salts. These salts have to be from oceans. Now we're gonna put the stone inside the water and we're gonna leave it in the on the light of the full moon. Okay? Full moon, it's gonna help clean the stone. Okay? So right when